In today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to level up on Fortnite. Now, when you initially start the game, you'll only have gray, green, and maybe some blue survivors. And you'll notice down here, there's purple and orange ones. Now, if you go over to the llama shop, you'll notice in the weekly event item store that you can purchase 2 epic survivors. This is a great way to get your power level up, but you still need the evolve materials in order to level up your survivors to increase your power level. Over here in the event items column, you will notice there's 1 legendary survivor that you can also buy if you have enough gold. This is essentially getting your power level up in the actual game. Now, if you go over to the map, like for missions, sometimes in rewards for missions, you will run across a lead survivor. For example, in this 124 Ventures, there's a epic lead survivor there. And down here in this 108 is a legendary normal survivor. Now we're going to go to survivor squads. Now, eventually you'll have your squad set up like mine. If you did the Candy Quest line in order to get Carolina, she's a mythic survivor. And also, you will be able to get Joel, who is another mythic survivor. That's from the main quest line. Those 2 are very important to getting your power level up. But initially, your survivor squads will not look like mine. Initially, you'll basically just be throwing in the highest rarity you can find, and then basically just leveling them up as much as possible to get your power level maxed. Eventually, you will have all mythic leads and all legendary survivors, and those 2 mythics being Joel and Carolina here. Now that that's out of the way, I need to address something else here. You'll notice that the personality type needs to match the leader in order to get a further bonus to your power level and further power. And you'll also notice that there's a set bonus that you need to fulfill a required amount of matches for. Now, finding matching squads and matching personalities once you actually have mythic leads is quite an undertaking. Like, it could take you years before you can actually get to where I'm at, and I've been playing since 2017, so don't get discouraged. The game is just a huge grind. Also, sometimes in the llama shop here, you will run across a super people llama. Now, I could buy these, but I don't need them. But you'll notice that it says there's 2 left. In the llamas, in the super people llamas, you'll typically find survivors. You see, there's an epic survivor right down there. There's some rare survivors, and then there's 1 greenie right there in order to boost your power level up. And there's 1 legendary lead. That's just in this llama. In the next one, who knows? Maybe there's a mythic, maybe there's more epics. It all depends on how RNG rolls. So you can look inside and see what you're actually going to get. Another thing is that in Ventures mode, once you progress through the rewards level enough, they're actually superchargers for survivors, traps, and weapons, and also heroes. But I've pretty much used up all mine, so you can't, like, the survivor supercharger is red, the trap supercharger is yellow, the hero one is kind of bluish, and the only one I've really got left right now that you can visually see is the weapon supercharger, and this one is green. That's how you level up your power level initially. That's the main core part of where you level up. But if you go over here into the command tab and go down to research, you'll also notice that you have your 4 fort stats: fortitude, offense, resistance, and tech. Now, the most important 3 in order to get your power level up faster are actually offense, resistance, and tech. You want to max these 3 out first. Once these 3 are maxed out, then you can worry about fortitude to max out your health. You will get more of a bonus and your power level will go up faster if you do offense, resistance, and tech and concentrate on getting those maxed out first. Now, another thing that you need to understand about leveling up, you see in the top right corner of the screen, level 310, that's the account level, okay? The account level determines the amount of upgrades you are eligible for, or what upgrades you can unlock in the upgrades section. For example, I backed out here. I'm going into upgrades in the command tab. So over here in the upgrades section, you'll notice that there's all kinds of different tools and gadgets right here. Whatever your account level is in the top right corner of the screen, that's going to determine what upgrades and tools you're eligible to put points into. So that's important to level as well. Now, some of you may be wondering, how am I going to get XP to level up? Well, I'm going to simplify that for you right now. In order to get your account level up, you need to have a high score in games, which means crafting traps, having high output in combat score, building a lot, crafting a lot in order to get the utility score up. All of that is going to factor into the amount of XP you're going to earn for your account level. That being said, that takes care of survivor squads and leveling. Any further questions, please leave them in the comments down below. I believe I covered everything that was a necessity. Thank you.